A nation divided, Trump's executive order on birthright citizenship, America, land of the free, home of the brave, a nation built on immigration. Yet here we are grappling with yet another executive order that's thrown the country into a tizzy. President Trump decided to tackle birthright citizenship, you know, that little thing in the Constitution that says if you're born here, you're a citizen. No matter what. Trump's executive order aimed to end this long-standing principle. He wanted to exclude children of undocumented immigrants from automatically becoming citizens. Naturally, this ignited a firestorm of controversy. Legal experts cried foul. They argued this flew in the face of the 14th Amendment, the very amendment that grants citizenship to anyone born on U.S. soil. This wasn't just about paperwork. It was about the very fabric of American identity. The executive order opened up a Pandora's box of legal questions. The 14th Amendment, a beacon of hope, a source of contention. The 14th Amendment, a cornerstone of American democracy. Ratified in 1868, it was meant to ensure equal protection under the law for all, especially for formerly enslaved people. It's a powerful amendment filled with lofty ideals, but like any good piece of legislation, it's also open to interpretation. The heart of the current debate lies in the citizenship clause. It states that all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States. The Trump administration argued that children of undocumented immigrants are not subject to the jurisdiction of the United States. Their reasoning, because their parents are here illegally. Opponents argue that subject to the jurisdiction thereof refers to anyone within the reach of U.S. law. This includes everyone except a few exceptions, like diplomats' children. They argue the 14th Amendment was intended to be inclusive, not exclusive. The question before the nation was simple yet profound. What does it truly mean to be subject to the jurisdiction of the United States? Echoes of the past United States v. Wong Kim arc. This 1898 Supreme Court case became crucial in the birthright citizenship debate. Wong Kim Ark, born in San Francisco to Chinese immigrants, was denied re-entry to the U.S. The government argued he wasn't a citizen, despite his birthplace. The Supreme Court disagreed. In a landmark decision, they affirmed his citizenship. They upheld birthright citizenship under the 14th Amendment. This case remains a cornerstone for birthright citizenship defenders. Deconstructing the executive order, Trump's provisions and their aims. Trump's executive order aimed to redefine birthright citizenship. Children born in the U.S. to non-citizen parents would no longer automatically become citizens. Exceptions included children with a U.S. citizen or lawful permanent resident parent. It also excluded children born to diplomats and foreign officials. The administration argued this would curb illegal immigration and save taxpayer dollars. Critics claimed it was an attempt to circumvent the Constitution. The stage was set for a showdown between the executive branch and the judiciary. Section 5, a shadow over future generations, potential consequences of ending birthright citizenship. The potential consequences of ending birthright citizenship were far-reaching and profound. Critics warned of a dystopian future where generations of children would be relegated to a life on the margins of society. One of the most significant concerns was the creation of a permanent underclass. Without citizenship, children born to undocumented immigrants would be denied access to the rights and privileges enjoyed by U.S. citizens. They would face barriers to education, healthcare, employment, and social mobility. Imagine a child born in the U.S., raised in the U.S., yet treated as a foreigner in their own land. They would be denied access to federal student loans, making it difficult to pursue higher education. They would be ineligible for many government jobs and social programs. Moreover, ending birthright citizenship would have a ripple effect on local communities and the economy. Local governments rely on federal funding for various programs, many of which are tied to the number of residents, including citizens and non-citizens. The potential consequences were dire, prompting many to speak out against the executive order. Section 6, the labyrinth of change legal pathways to altering birthright citizenship. The U.S. Constitution, that grand document that outlines the framework of American governance, is notoriously difficult to amend. And, for good reason, the Founding Fathers wanted to ensure that any changes to the Constitution had overwhelming support. So, how exactly could birthright citizenship be changed? There are two main avenues, the constitutional amendment route and the Supreme Court route. Let's start with the constitutional amendment path. This is the more arduous and less likely path. It requires a supermajority vote in both houses of Congress. We're talking 2/3 of the House of Representatives and 2/3 of the Senate. And if that wasn't enough, 3/4 of the states would then need to ratify the amendment. It's a high bar to clear, designed to ensure that any changes to the Constitution are the result of a broad national consensus. The second path involves the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court has the power to interpret the Constitution. If a case challenging the 14th Amendment's citizenship clause were to reach the Supreme Court, and if the court were to rule in favor of restricting birthright citizenship, then the interpretation of the amendment could change. Both paths are fraught with challenges. Section 7. The gavel strike's current legal status and the temporary restraining order. The ink was barely dry on Trump's executive order before it was met with a legal challenge. Lawyers across the country sprang into action, filing lawsuits challenging the order's constitutionality. They argued that the president had overstepped his authority and violated the 14th Amendment. One of the first legal victories came in the form of a temporary restraining order. A federal judge, recognizing the serious legal questions surrounding the executive order, issued a temporary halt to its implementation. This order, while not a final ruling on the constitutionality of the executive order, prevented the administration from enforcing the new rules while the legal battle played out. The Trump administration, however, remained undeterred. They vowed to appeal the restraining order and continue fighting for the executive order in court. The legal battle was far from over. Section 8. Charting the course ahead, possible outcomes and the long road to resolution. As the legal battle over birthright citizenship raged on, speculations swirled about the possible outcomes. The stakes were high and the potential consequences were far-reaching. One possible outcome was that the Supreme Court could uphold the 14th Amendment's guarantee of birthright citizenship. This would be a major victory for those who believe that the Constitution guarantees citizenship to anyone born on U.S. soil, regardless of their parents' immigration status. It would also deal a significant blow to the Trump administration's efforts to restrict birthright citizenship. Another possibility was that the Supreme Court could rule in favor of the Trump administration, interpreting the 14th Amendment in a way that allows for limitations on birthright citizenship. This would be a landmark decision, potentially paving the way for future changes to citizenship laws. Of course, there was always the possibility of a more nuanced ruling. The Supreme Court could issue a split decision, upholding certain aspects of the executive order while striking down others. Regardless of the outcome, the legal battle over birthright citizenship highlighted the deep divisions in American society. The road to resolution promised to be long and arduous. Section 9. A nation at a crossroads. The enduring debate on birthright citizenship. The debate over birthright citizenship is not new. It has been a recurring theme throughout American history, surfacing whenever the nation grapples with issues of immigration, identity, and belonging. At its core, the debate reflects fundamental disagreements about what it means to be an American. Those who support birthright citizenship argue that it is a cornerstone of American democracy, a beacon of hope for immigrants, and a symbol of the nation's commitment to equality. They believe that anyone born on U.S. soil should have the opportunity to become a citizen, regardless of their parents' circumstances. Opponents of birthright citizenship often frame their arguments in terms of national security, economic concerns, and the rule of law. They argue that birthright citizenship incentivizes illegal immigration and creates a drain on social services. The debate over birthright citizenship is unlikely to be resolved anytime soon. As America continues to evolve and grapple with its identity in a rapidly changing world, the debate over birthright citizenship is sure to remain a contentious and emotionally charged issue.
So hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, and let's turn the page on a new adventure together. Get ready to experience books like never before, only on VBook 360. Like, comment, and share to support the channel and keep the video magic alive. Thank you for stopping by. And remember, every video has a story, and every story deserves to be shared. See you in the next video.